Hello everybody and welcome. I am the Beta Plan and this is Iratus, Lord of the Dead, where I find myself having found out a few things and giving you a little overview of our new chamber. This is the chamber, this is the graveyard, sorry. I have built myself an arena just to level up the lost soul immediately so that she won't be a block on the other members of the team because they are level 3, 3 and 3, so I wanted to get her up quickly as possible. I will let him heal a little bit. The Dark Shade is going to heal inside of the mortuary, and I have built myself a Blood Phantasm just to get some magical damage also onto the field. I've given my Bride of Iratus right here, I have given her the Burning Blood, and by the by I have decided to name this character, or as requested by my, well, partner, that she would be named Primrose, because that is actually what her family name means if you would translate it from Dutch to English. So, the Bride of Iratus, being me, is Primrose, and I'm certain I will make another bride. And if you have any character you like to have named, I know of a few people who tend to love this type of series. Let me know in the comments, let me know which creature takes your fancy. I'll just have Primrose over here, and don't worry, I'll probably make another bride, because I tend to like that. But then on the other hand, nowadays you have less places to store creatures, because, well, these buildings are taken up immediately, which means that losing a higher level creature is also more painful. It's interesting. I like this change. This makes me feel like they've stepped a little bit away, actually, strangely enough, from their original concept, making it hard and still being fun in a sense. What I've also learned is this, the thing that I always complained about, like, let me know what they can do. Well, that changes a lot of things. Now that we know what these guys can do, we can really accommodate to their style. For instance, this guy buffs himself with each bloody ability he uses. So basically, me versus him having, for instance, a lost soul, because if I grab the lost soul out for a moment, the lost removes all buffs and debuffs from enemies. All buffs and debuffs. That could totally kill a berserker. Nice. Good to know. That is much better. So, let's go with our current team. It's not really a good team against this one, I believe, but we're gonna go into it with anyways. Let's see what we can do here. Quite a bit of magic, and we're first going to pray to him. And yeah, we now have a Taskmaster. What was his problem again? When a Taskmaster dies, his allies recover 30% sanity. So either we can focus on him like crazy, which is definitely a viable strategy. Do I want to start stress damage people already. I think we will stress damage him, because the other people are not very smart to stress damage. We'll try that. If we fail, we fail, because let's face it, we don't have a lot of stress in attack in this group. Oh, buffing him immediately. 20 accuracy, increases damage dealt. That's not very good. We don't want to move you forward. Actually, maybe want to move you backward. To allies, yeah. Marks a minion for 2 turns. Any character that attacks that minion will... But that's 2 back. Do I mind? I think I'm gonna do this. Mark him. We don't have enough Wrath yet, and I think we will gain Wrath on our own quickly enough as it is, that I'm not really willing to do that, so we're gonna bite. That's a miss. That is a ward removed, which is unfortunate. That is a hit, but that should not trigger you. Characters that attack that marked creature, oh, because he attacked both? Really? There you go. Yeah, we lose some health, but we'll regain that. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. No worries. I am not fretting this one little bit. I could spend more mana, and I think I will, as I have already invested into it. But maybe that's not the right thing to do. But there, now we have enough raft to do that, and that is going to get you. You're now nice and strong. You've got some blocks, and you can heal up. I think you're fine. So let's just try and kick your ass via damage. That's debuff. That's fine. He will just heal up next round. Do damage to you. For each buff and debuff on the target. Yeah, well, luckily they have some buffs. Block. Initiated. 10 vigor gain. Because we got way too little accuracy. Let's just gain some vigor. Blocks all taken care of. Not enough damage. Not by a long shot. Let's just kill him. An insanity. 75% chance to take his ally. Nice. Physical attack. Yeah, let's do a Mark of Retribution again, but that doesn't seem like it worked that well out. But now the guy that does 2 people on an attack is gone. Okay, no worries. We'll attack, gain our vigor back. You will just heal up a little bit. I think I just casted spells for no reason at all, but everything else is fine. Target loses 30% of their cure and vigor. The vampire loses 20 health. I don't think that's a good attack. All attacks against the target ignore both block and ward until the battle ends. And you lose attack. I don't think we need that. I'm just gonna go. But then I move back, and I don't want to move back. I want to move forward. Just move to the right. Thank you. Really? You and you. They get... We never saw this. But luckily he doesn't attack that much on his own. It's just not his thing. Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Ah, your frail body's failed.
They should. I thought because of this restores 50% of the damage dealt as Wrath that maybe it did, but maybe I didn't calculate that correctly. But it felt like that wasn't enough Wrath restored. Ow. Nice, a betrayal. Good. Seeing he's on betrayal and he's very easy to immediately kill. We should be fine. Yeah, it did return. That's nice. Hopeless. Very good. There we go. You will have to start attacking us, I am aware. Stance when receiving direct damage, we'll store some things, but we won't do that. We'll just attack. Yeah, we could protect somebody. I don't know if you can attack in the first. I wish you could see the stances over here, though. If the creators of Iratus are available, if you are listening to this, if you are in the attack mode, in the battle, sorry, could you please have, if you have the card of this creature, have the stances over here, because I do think I have the card of this creature, and I still don't know what he does during the fight, which I dislike a little bit. Feels illogical. And I could make some better judgment calls on that. And I'm not gonna remember for each creature. Whoa! Okay. You're angry. I get it. It's fine. Do that. I'll heal up. Same creatures again, so the bride is out for some time. Everything else is fine. Yeah, we'll finish him off. There we go. Spellcasting was completely useless. This group doesn't have enough stress damage to make it worth of it. One time use only. 100 Wrath. I also should really look more into my artifacts, because I hardly ever use them. Enemies can't escape or become inspired.
It embellishes my undead features.
If it
no?
becomes inspired, it might be nice. The first spell used costs 0. Minions gain 6 armor until end of... I have a 12% chance to miss their turn. To miss their turn is just my... I don't like that particular part about this armor. I mean, 6 armor is amazing, but 12% chance to miss your entire turn is... painful. I think this works when we have a heavy combat team with some heals. Like, this team would have been okay to have that, but maybe I should take care of that then. Shade, you're out. You can go in. I am fine with just sending a bone golem with this much health in. I'm not fine with sending a bride in at that low health. So I guess we're gonna have to put in a lich. Unless I want to make a new creature, also quite possible. But that is kind of my idea, which I'm going now. You are of the physical attack group. So you're just gonna have to heal up a little bit. And I think I want to have the excavation, but we don't. Despite the obelisks. Talents. We need some digger souls. Yeah, let's get this one as well.
Transformation, the will becomes free.
By the way, what have I done? I've given him the additional debuff, stronger debuff, plus the accuracy, so that we are sure that it lands. And then I have bumped up his... What did I bump up again? Bumped up something. I think I've bumped up the evasion in order to have his ability trigger more often. That is what I did. I believe for her it's evasion double time, evasion on this, on the oh no, getting block and ward when she goes in that stance, and then another evasion. So this is a very defensive banshee. I just want, I probably want a few that are really more focused on the attack, but I also would like to have some things that survive. So you have horrible accuracy as always. So let me just bump that up once. Your health, meh. Let's just wait with the other point. Blood Phantasm. You don't have a lot of evasion, don't have a lot of luck. You do have a lot of accuracy. But your attack is just poor, and it could really work. Could use a little bump. So I'm gonna go with the attack rate a little bit up. Vampire. Strangely enough, your accuracy is semi-poor. And I would like to bump your attack. So you know what? We'll do one-time accuracy, save the 1 point, and then probably go into attack. That's right now the way I'm leaning. That's the team that's gonna go out. We did our talents. We could start crafting alchemy stuff, but yeah. Oh, calcination. Restore 20 mana. That is the new thing. Transmutation. I've forgotten. Restore 15% vigor. Okay, that's new. This now costs 3 armor instead of 1. These were the received reduce physical damage. Is this now a standard ability? Or is this on top of the other bonus they might get? Like, I would love to test this. Reduce physical damage. I would need armors for that. I could do it once, just to check. And transmutation, I thought this was making from one thing making another thing, right? Yeah. What does this mean? Is that the chance that it becomes... Is there a chance that this just randomly becomes super good? Funny. So what if I did this and I filled this? That doesn't do anything. There's no chance for that to become special. How do I apparently cannot get on to move common items into uncommon anymore? That seems to be rarer. Yeah, that just seems to be like an extremely random chance now. Unless you find it. Oh wow. That actually makes the excavation point more important than it used to be. Didn't realize that. Alright. We'll see. Cultists, tell me what you want. Oh my. Choose a gift. Bone Golem only. For each 10 vigor on missing, the Bone Golem receives increased damage. Don't really care. Vampire only. When an enemy escapes or becomes insane, the vampire gains a 6 accuracy, 6 evasion, and 6 luck until the end of battle. We don't tend to put vampires into teams that do a lot of stress damage, so I don't think that is that good. Blood Phantasm only. Each character attacking the Blood Phantasm receives ignition that deals 20%. Ooh. That might be good. Crimson Chains. And Lich only reduces the damage that the Lich deals to allies by 65%. All of a sudden, his major ability becomes interesting. This makes a Lich functional. Still annoying, but it's much more functional. Either the Burning Skull or the Crimson Chains. Because we tend to use you to lower armor. I'm gonna go with the Crimson Chains. Alright. I guess these type of items have become much rarer. Along with then having special parts. It's interesting. So here we're going with a somewhat combat heavy team. Let's equip the armor for this one. Here we go. And oh, a trap. So we don't want to move around a lot. I see. Kills an ally. No. Yeah, let's not move around, shall we? I know this is a random attack, but you still have to click on somebody. You know, you never know. Ooh. Hey! Each character attacked on the blood receives ignition that deals 20% damage. Nice! Sucks to be you. Don't move. At least don't move backwards so that you move into the trap. That would be a bad idea. So it can't do the double attack, unfortunately, to remove his attack there. Let's just do this. Remove the ward and get him to get a little bit of damage. And you do a little bit of extra damage right now. Why would I self-destruct on you? I don't understand the concept behind that. There you go. You should be dying. Just like training dummies. I don't think so. Ooh, we just missed one ref to increase to use Bloodlust. So you take 20 true damage. You will die now. So I don't need to focus on you anymore. Let's just attack you. Okay, now I'm starting to get annoyed with you. You normally don't tend to do those types of attacks a lot. That's a debuff. That's a stun. Right, now you are not dead yet. Did we heal off that? Did I see that correctly, that we healed off that? Why would we heal off that? Rain of Fire. Yeah, but I didn't buy that particular bonus, so let's not. So you will die. You skipped your next turn because of your thing, which is funny. He just got him out of his stance.
Years of evolution looks like. Pathetic.
I agree. Totally pathetic. Let's. You have armor. You don't. Let's get some health back. Thank you. Oh, I forgot. He laid the second trap. My apologies. Why don't we take away your armor and get you a little stress attack? I really should have healed there. That would have been better. Sets target on fire. Yeah, why not? Ignite. Sure, let's just heal up with the Bone Golem. This is why I'm, as I said before, I really am not afraid to with him to go into battle with a little bit less health than normal. And let's just lay there this as well. Simply if he goes into a stance and he backs up into it, he'll just backs up into it again. It's fine. The moment of revenge. Yeah, I don't think I need to... Armor absorbs. I thought he would have thanks to the cloud 0 armor. Is that an upgrade that I haven't bought it yet? Oopsie. Corrosive Cloud. We don't have that yet, you dummy. Beta plan, you're thinking too far ahead in the game. Why aren't the mortals dead yet? Well, we miscalculated a few things. That is part of it. Interrupts the stances, yeah, but we don't need that right now. What we need to do is, there you go, you will die. You will die.
One more for the stockpiles.
Hate Eternal, true damage. That Crimson Chains is working already quite nicely. I like it. There you go.
My will is
I mean,
tide
I have to
that will
admit,
wash away your pathetic civilizations.
there's a lot of spell power. Strange Jar guarantees to find a brain after victory. Okay. There we go. Let's get you out. Oh, I did not get you out, but you have leveled up all the way to level 3. Up at where your allies are, which is nice. So now we have our stress team is back into action, and you are at level 3. So let's look at you. Last time you died, unfortunately, but I don't think I immediately shouldn't be fearing everything. You have these Inspire Heroics, right? Is there a way to ignore ward? Yeah, but you hit... The funny thing is, it doesn't even stand here, but it doesn't look here like Inspire Heroics targets 2 creatures. But it says so in the text, like, and the enemy standing behind it, but it's just a little funky. Yeah, this is ignore wards, this does more. Ignoring ward is all cool and all, but then your entire team needs to work on that, and I realized that she could do it, ignore ward, but he can't do ignore ward in his stance. So, I'm afraid I'm just gonna have to rely on them hitting a lot. So I rather go with this ability.
Back to battle.
What do we want for you? I wouldn't be surprised if some people say, why don't you go for health? But what I want is initiative. No, I didn't want initiative. I wanted initiative on these two. Oh my, I'm an idiot. Well then, I may just have fucked us a little bit. Excuse me for the language. Whoops. Oh. Well then. Let's just do one on that and one on that. Oh man, I effed it up. I didn't want our initiative on her. She needs to go last. These two need to go first in their stance. Then the last soul needs to go. You, big boy. You lack accuracy. This is your main penalty, and has always been, will be, and always has been. So I don't mind you being slow. That's fine. So let's bump accuracy one more time. I guess we'll bump up your attack damage. Or I could wait for another accuracy buff. You have gained an ability. I think I want you to gain a little bit more vigor. Removes all debuffs from the golem. Yeah, no, I'm okay with you just gaining a lot of vigor. Just stand there and be in tank, take the damages, take the hits, protect people by... Yeah, you lose less vigor, but that's fine. One block and one ward. Don't know. I think I prefer it if you... you don't need initiative, I believe. So fitted armor is good, but let's first do it with the Abyssal Engine.
Serve me well, my minion.
You! You just at a point left, but nothing that I want to take right now. So we'll just skip with that. Vampire, oh vampire. Thou art... Ooh, critical damage do a lot more strike. Critical hit will stun a target. Critical hit will do more damage. I think I prefer a stun, but I don't really like health. Besides, if you want a critical hit, you want more luck. So, yeah, that's a thing. But I mainly use these two attacks. And the enemy standing behind it. I think I prefer this one. Just get more damage off it. Let's first go with this ability. And then probably with the lockstep. Which I can actually improve here as well. I was considering just doing straight up damage, but... You know, let's take damage for now, and then maybe we go a bit into luck. This is a damage team after all. Lich! I would have loved... Yeah, these are expensive, and logically so, don't get me wrong. They're fine. Wow! Then I think I want the accuracy, so let's just wait for that. Nobody's in here right now to get healed. Let's do the Bride, because I think these two are a little bit less all damaged. And certainly these two can heal on their own, if done properly. So let me just put you in there. We miss one Digger Soul to unlock Excavation. That's unfortunate. We're just gonna have to roll with it. Team 4. Move to the Ancient Coffin. What do we want? The minion can't be moved. Ooh. That could be very interesting. Reduce damage received from elite enemies by 20%. Nice, okay, but... And if the minion starts their turn in position 3 or 4, they get free luck and free critical damage until the end of turn. Also very good for the Bride, but I don't want to move the Bride constantly. We're going to stack up only her. And with the Lost Soul and the Banshee, I think it's a little bit less needed. And this is really luck and critical chance. Luck, the chance for critical damage, and the critical damage itself, I think is more something for a Bride. Lack of, the creature can't be moved. I think that might work on a Bone Golem. I'm gonna go with this.
Take it as tribute.
And let's do a fight. There we go. Nice, you go first. Dash Hopes into the stance. Unfortunately, yep. Receiving a buff. Getting annoyed. Well, at least we can start with Hero Mania already. Let's just debuff you and then go into no stance. Yeah, she gets too quickly to the front. I need to figure this out. Uh-oh. Dash helps again. That's annoying. Because that was our way to get him out of his stance, but that is then the other way to get him out of his stance. Well, is that really you? Cowardice. Skip stern. Shoot, I forgot to put off the armor. The target deals 50 more damage until end of battle. Receives an extra action. I don't think that that's a... Flee... Let's just do this, because you actually sometimes damage your own kind. That misses. But she can move from the front spot due to that thing. This is not what I would have liked to see. The Banshee really needs to hit him, otherwise we're gonna get skewered. Quite literally. Dash hopes again, please. Which means we can't really do our wombo combo. Absorbed by armor and you move forward again. No, that is enough of that. Why don't you take some health damage? I'm okay with that. Armor absorbs. Yeah, but you get a double action. Because you're going nuts.
Give them no mercy.
Alright, he got another problem. Coward is still triggering. He has betrayal. Doesn't really matter because he tends to hit his own kind anyways. Dash hopes again. You're still way too much in the front. Betrayal. That is an okay betrayal, I would say. So let's go back into no stance because finally we can move with her again. If we do Hero Mania, no. No, he goes out of his stance as well. But good to know. Misleading Beauty, just get him killed. It's fine. Good, she still has a block left. That's fine. That is a debuff that's annoying because that is a lot less accuracy. That is a crit. Plus a stun. Ouchie. You will be dead next turn, so I'm not bothered by you. Increases damage dealt and increases damage received. Let's just debuff you for a bit. Thank you. Sure, defensive stance. As you wish. Considering that we're starting to be in an area where we need to start doing damage, let's just get you going. Let's Hero Mania you. So did you get out of your stance? Ow. No, because he's of course blocked. That's why that didn't work.
Worth something in death.
And now we have a problem because you will do your stance. Actually, you're out of your stance already, of course, because you already did not one attack. Last Soul is definitely the one that is the most... Ooh, we can finally do damage. Thank you. Really isn't necessary to do that attack, even if with 100 Wrath. Almost dead. You can't heal yourself. Darn it. How much sanity do you have left? 11. So this will bring below it. Sure then. Armor absorbs the attack, that's fine. No heart attack, unfortunately. Armor absorbs. The shadows dance. The first one to... Still think you're the more dangerous person, so we'll skip you around. You're dead by physical damage, which I do believe is less potent than it is to... Could we kill him soon enough? And I mean less potent to get components before I do not finish my sentence. No, I'm just gonna go and try and stress attack you to death. Nope. You missed, we attack, we scream, there's the heart attack.
You know, if this keeps up, I'll be done purging the world ahead of schedule.
That does restore damage as mana. Grappling hook minions gain +4 luck, +4 accuracy, +4 evasion. That is nice. After winning a battle, Iratus gains 100% experience from the current battle. Ooh. That could be nice. So, considering. First of all, don't do this when you have this team out. That is a bad idea. Need to think of that. Just get a brain.
Embellishes my undead features.
Means that's just an item that just works. This is additional spell power. Problem is, I'm just not that much used to what that is the benefit of, but I understand that my spells will become more powerful, but the problem is, does affect unit features. Enemies can't escape or become inspired. Can become inspired is something I like. Can't escape, that's fine. More things for me. I just don't have any spells yet that really work off the freaking spell power, which is why it's a little like, meh. This could be nice, just adding this. I mean, I know. I would like to get a spell. A spell that does damage, but additionally improves attack and dread by 2% of its base value. Target minions is 12 luck until the end of battle. It's a mock, but increases the chance to receive uncommon or better parts by 50%. I would like to get that as well. Receive artifact, and that's something as I want as well. I want this one, a spell, and then I would probably go into the other two first. All minions receive free attack. That one is also good. Wrath Unchained, but and going first is, I think, so good that we want that, and we start already the starting battle with 15 Wrath. We just start out with that. First we need to do is now get excavation running. Get a skeleton janitor to fix things up for us.
Humans become much sturdier when you strip them of their vital organs.
There we go. Have that building running. Soon probably the statue of Iratus. And the Dead Lake comes always later for me, because 10% is just low. Sorry. Little scuffle in my throat there. Well then. You leveled up, I believe. No, you didn't. You gain 10% experience and 40% of the experience from the current level. So if I calculate that correctly, you would get 10 plus 40% of the current level. So 18? You went from 1 to 18? I should check that in the video, if I did this correctly. If I understand correctly how the experience gain works. Well, we have at least, we have some minions. They're going out, they're getting stronger. We have some boons. Bone Golem, you really don't work if you get very far back, don't you? I mean, Bone Armor works, Nefarious Engine works everywhere. Self-Destruct, you really need to be in the first spot. So, you know what? You're in the first spot. Don't move. That's your order. And if we ever get a second Bone Golem to have one on the second spot and one on the first spot, we'll give it to the one that's in the second spot. I think that's even a viable strategy, having two Bone Golems. That's just so powerful. So, as we don't really need to heal with the minions, I am going to go for experience for Iratus. XP for Iratus, yes. There you go. Gain that. And then we'll take Wrath, and then we're going to go for Spell Asset. But now we are just simply deadlier. Ooh. But, yeah, let me just check one thing if I had that correctly. Yeah, I do have the thing. Please, 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 please. Let this ability card. There's also some creatures now apparently with 4, 5, and 6 ability. Also, don't mind. But please, let this also be shown when you're in combat. That, I think, would still be an improvement. We're going to go with a Mad Mage. Does a lot of magical attack. Is what we're going to face up against. Along with, oh, that guy blows himself up, doesn't he? If I remember correctly, this guy was an idiot. Magic, it's all about magical attacks. Yeah, and the start of a turn, there's the two characters on the left. That makes me think you need to come out, because you can push people back by 1. I know also that you can push people back, though. No, you move into a random position. Random position, not good. Random position, not good. I do not agree with that. Let me just check here. You move him 1 to the back. along with another creature. So if he is in second... No, that doesn't matter anything. I was considering how to handle this group. They have a lot of magical attacks. I've geared this Dark Knight towards having a lot of armor. The problem is you guys don't have a lot of wars. Well, you do actually. Think. Which team would be good at this? Or do I need a new creature that is good at moving and people around? Oh, you don't do that. What don't we don't have the ghoul yet. And she does a lot of damage, but I just don't like her special abilities. Digest the devoured enemy, fully restoring the ghoul's vigor. An enemy? It used to be an ally. Lunch break. Instantly kills an enemy with less than 30% vigor. The ghouls gains. Interesting. This used to be allies. Now that it doesn't, ghoul becomes much more interesting. Oh my. Ghoul, I might have fallen in love with you. Ooh. How about the... No. I was thinking about... What if I made a mummy? I know the mummy can move targets around, but he moves them to the front, not to just the back. So that's actually horrible versus one of those guys that blows himself up. That is like the worst idea ever. Yeah, I think that you are one of the best to fight against him. So the Bride comes along with us. Then I guess the Golem, because he can just handle a lot of damage in general. I reckon the Vampire, because she can heal quite a bit. And then maybe you, because you can do a lot of damage, but it's just a little bit untargeted. Yeah, but you have Ward, so you know what? I will do you. This is going to be a bit of a weird team. Let's put the Lost Soul in there. Wow. Yeah, this is not your average team for me. I'm gonna do it with that, and I'm gonna stop the recordings, wait for your feedback, let me know who you want to be, and yes, these episodes are going to be a little bit longer, I've decided, because, gosh darn it, these dungeons are big nowadays, man. If I only do half-an-hour videos, I'm not gonna reach anywhere, because it's about 2 combats per freaking session, because I also have to partially relearn the game, where to put points in and what have you not. If you have any experience with the full build of Iratus, Lord of the Dead, then do let me know also in the comments. I'm always open for feedbacks, constructive feedback on strategy, on whatever you have not, let me know. I say thank you for watching, and remember, great peril yields great beauty.